How's it going, beings of the universe? My name is Waffles, and welcome to Gay Day, a podcast made by and for LGBTQ plus you. Today, we're going to be talking about drag queens, drag culture, and makeup and gender. Hopefully, you'll stick around and enjoy today's episode, which is kind of cool because it's drag queens. They're fucking awesome. On to the first section of this podcast. Let me be queer, representation in the media. Today, we are going to be recognizing Thank You Wong Fu. Now, I personally love this film. If you don't know what it is, then what is up with you? Go watch it. It's a very funny, very fabulous film about three drag queens from New York who are on their way to Los Angeles. Can't talk today. They're on their way to LA, and they're going to be entering a drag contest. However, they assault a police officer, and their car breaks down in the deep, deep south, in a small town that's kind of a shithole. So they fab it up, change up the people's lives, and add a touch of fabulousness. It's a really funny film, and I recommend it, not even just as a gay film, but as a film in general, because it's got some pretty solid moments, and I really love the 4 rules they have, which I'm going to go over. May good thoughts be your sword and shield. Love it. Because you gotta have that PMA. Everybody needs that positive mental attitude. Ignore adversary. Again, with the PMA. You gotta ignore the bad. Just keep your poker face about and ignore that bullshit. Abide by the rules of love. Now, as a single bitch TM, I'm not that familiar with the rules of love. However, what I can understand is, if your love is pure and good, let it happen. However, if it has deceit and harm in it, it is not meant to be. Larger than life, just the right size. You gotta live larger than life. Have the most fabulous and luxurious life you can. Make it so you are the top queen and top priority. The 4 rules are freaking amazing. Again, it's called Thank You Wong Fu. It's a really good film, and I hope you guys will watch it and enjoy it. And if you have seen it, comment down below your favorite scenes. On to our next segment. This should be a little longer. What are straight people? This time, it doesn't apply just to straight people, but also to a few gay people. Yeah, gays. Finally, we're having our call-out time. This generally just applies to non-queens who do queen-like things. For instance, the language. This really does apply to straight people mostly because it's annoying, especially straight women. You're not queens. You're not. Hunty. Yeah, don't ever call a gay man your hunty, straight women. It's not fun, and you're not being cute. Only queens can really call people hunty, really. It's kind of the rule. Shade. Now, this one, it's very relaxed because shade in general just means that, insulting. However, again, just use it carefully. Use it with caution, because it does have a real significant meaning. Next up is Yas, and Yas Queen. This one I'm really seeing with a lot of straight women, especially in their 20s, and they'll especially say it at literally any event. Like, they'll just see the friend do something regular, and they'll be like, Yas Queen, slay! No, stop it. You only Yas Queen if the queen has done something Yas worthy. You don't just throw it around all willy-nilly. It's just idiotic and stupid at that point. It's just annoying. Really, people should stop. The next thing I don't like, straight women who think they're on the same level as drag queens. You're not, Martha. You really aren't. Please stop. You're embarrassing yourself. You are not on the level of RuPaul, okay? You are not there yet. Um, it's just something you need to work for. Like, yes, women can be queens, but they can't be drag queens, so stop trying to be like them. Especially the high-end queens. Because, again, you're just embarrassing yourself, Martha. Just go back to your bachelor party. Main topic. Okay, this is great. My favorite queens. Now, it's kind of split between a few people. For one, it's gotta be Trixie Mattel and Katya for the win because they're just so funny. They're so funny and so cool. I have seen almost every episode of and I am a religious viewer of the Trixie and Katya show. I will continuously support them and do whatever I can to appease my queens. I've built a shrine in my back closet for them. That one's a joke, by the way. I don't build shrines for people who are too perfect for them. But yeah, they're really funny, they're really cool, and I love their makeup styles, and their overall personality styles in general. They're really cool. Another one I like has to be Sharon Needles. Now, I love drag queens that have pun names, but seriously. Sharon Needles, she's the best. I especially love creepy stuff, and Sharon really does understand creepy. She knows how to do spooky drag, and you just gotta love her for that. She's so cool, so kooky and creepy. Jinx Monsoon. I have got. This is how much of a life I don't have. I have cartoons and vodka memorized, and I can't help it. It's a really solid song. Jinx Monsoon has a really solid voice. She is super funny, super cool. She's got another great personality and vibe. Not to mention, when she sings, bitch, oh my god. Ah. Bob the Drag Queen, big old bottom. You gotta love her. She's literally the drag queen for the people. Why wouldn't you love her? She's, like, it's not even just her for her drag appearance, but also because they've really done a lot of activist-based work, like, the drag wedding, activism, where when gay marriage was really on its protesting point, uh, they would get out with friends and hold protest, where they literally got arrested in drag. You gotta love that dedication. They're just great. They really are a drag queen for the people. Look at me. If I'm just idolizing all these different queens. Hopefully, maybe one of them will come across this podcast. If they do, hey, I'm a huge fan. Can I get some tickets or merch? I'm a broke ass bitch who loves ya. Next on the list is how neat the culture is in general. Drag culture is so cool because it utilizes a lot of pop culture. Like, you can't have good drag without being able to make a solid reference here and there. Drag queens are, to be a drag queen, you have to be really well researched. You have to understand things that have gone over in the past. You have to understand the community. You gotta do a lot of work before you are considered like a really decent drag queen. Like, it takes a lot of guts to get through it all. You have to be the type of person who is willing to watch a ton of shit, read a ton of shit, do a ton of shit, to be able to be a queen. People seem to think it's just putting on a dress and some makeup and getting on stage. No, you gotta understand shit. Especially if you're a RuPaul drag queen, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Especially for stuff like Lip Sync to Live. You gotta understand your music. You gotta get your lines. You gotta figure your stuff out. It's just a ton of hard work. Like, drag queens work super hard, and we should appreciate them for that. They are super cool, they work super hard, and they have to understand a ton of shit going on. They gotta understand it all, and it's wonderful. Not to mention the entire different genres of drag that go around. Oh, that is something beautiful. You have the really preppy pink drag queens who are just gotta be all cute and elegant and up there. Then you got the super gothic, cool type drag queens who are super hip and just laid back and also got the really weird vibes amongst them. Then you got the super elegant queens who are up there. They have to be mighty, stand tall, be cool. They gotta have the total queen personality going on. And then you got cheap queens. Now, I love cheap queens. Cheap queens all the way. They're so cool. A majority of them literally have barely anything to work with, but they somehow figure out a way to make it work. That's a thing you really gotta love, because drag queens, they gotta make shit work. They gotta make do with what they have a lot of the times, and for some people, especially the cheap queens, they don't really have that much to work with, but a few of them figure out ways to make it work with their style and brand, and I have to appreciate and just say how great that is. A round of applause for all you drag queens out there, just making do with what you have. Just big old round of applause. Yep. hmm Uh, there's also a great thing about exploring the effeminate side. I don't think a lot of men, especially, will take time to really figure out the cutesy, effeminate, really pretty side of things. And that is just so stupid. Like, we need to have more effeminate men in our culture, because currently the whole masculinity macho thing is definitely not working. You have to have in order to, I think, personally, to be truly masculine, you have to understand when you cannot be masculine. You gotta, because you gotta understand when you can tap into your super cute effeminate side every once in a while, because that is so much better than just being a total asshole macho alpha guy. It's just so much better to have this super effeminate cutesy guy. And you gotta appreciate that. You also gotta appreciate the people who really get into the fluidity of gender, who really understand that, hey, it's kind of lame to put gender on all these things like clothing, makeup, and whatnot, so let's just say fuck it and get into the fluidity and just go with style. Honestly, I am all for that. I am all for that. I wear I wear makeup, I wear nail polish, um I have really long hair that I do up in these fancy knots. I do a ton of effeminate shit, and I don't care, because really, I'm just getting into the fluidity of things. I am just having fun with my style and just doing whatever I feel like is right and just what feels like is being true to me. And I'm loving it, because I'm really tapping into who I really am, because I gave up on the stupid construct that only women wear makeup and that only women can wear really good clothes. Like, Jesus, women, I know a lot of your clothes are uncomfortable, but the sweaters and jackets, oh, bitch, they are so soft. I love them. I need them. They are so good to me. I need more of them. If anybody has any super soft giant sweaters, send them my way, because you bitch want some. um, but yeah, so like I said, I I don't really see myself as a drag queen. However, I do a lot of things that kind of are drag-like. I don't wear a full dress or anything, but I do makeup and my hair in certain ways. Um, Currently, according to a few people, my makeup style is what is referred to as heroin chic, where I make myself look very tired, very starving, very angry. Um, but according to my art teacher, I can't really do it properly because I'm not mean enough. And yeah, I can see that. And I like that little compliment he gave me. It's so sweet. But yeah, like, I do my makeup in a way and style where I try to look as dead or sick as possible because that's just my style. And I like to wear really dark nail polish and lipstick, like, a really dark purple lipstick with black nails because it's just fun. It's just really fun to do different things to change up the way I look. However, yes, there is a however to the statement. Um, my family, they are a very traditional bunch of people, especially extended family, because, oh boy, you ever had Texas relatives? Well, that's great. Um, but yeah, so basically, uh, when I was coming out and figuring myself out, when I came out as gay, uh, it took my family a while to really get used to it. There was a stage of denial, but then they did understand that I was a gay guy. So after that, they got a little more comfortable. However, they still show signs of being uncomfortable whenever I do something that I really like makeup, for instance. Um, it'll sometimes just be them openly stating that they aren't huge fans of my makeup, or them just outright insulting my style of makeup. But I've kind of learned to just brush it off my back because I don't really care at this point. I don't really care what my family thinks. And if you are a gay guy or a gay girl who likes to do makeup in really odd, outlandish sort of ways, or just makeup in general, then you do you. Be sure that you're safe, ensure your safety, of course, but you do you. If people are always gonna bash you for something. However, I'd rather them bash me for being so fabulous than for being something else that I'm not. I'd rather be hated for who I am than be accepted for who I'm not. I think that's a huge saying that a lot of people say, but it's really true. If you are aspiring to be the next all-star drag queen, you go, girl. You become that drag queen. I am supporting you. If you are aspiring to be the next drag king, go ahead. Do it. Because you are a masculine man. And if you are aspiring to be the next non-binary royalty, I support you. You are the best whatever you are. This is literally just becoming huge rambling session of me just being super tired and just binging on RuPaul scenes on YouTube. I kinda blew through my list, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I guess I can milk it for a little bit. Let's keep this going. How about we talk about the types of drag makeup that I love. Um, I really like it when drag, I'm very opposite on the spectrums of drag, because I will like those who do super cute pop, sort of pretty pink pastel type drag, like Trixie Mattel and Kimchi. But then I also like the super dark, gothic, creepy looks that you see in drag. I love it when drag queens do glitter beard stuff because, again, get into that fluidity of gender and utilizing what you have. I love it when drag queens really go out there with their looks and really make it all about them. For instance, when one drag queen on RuPaul literally made a dress out of prints of their photographs. That was pretty cool. Ugh, I'm very sick. Um, Pretty much any style of drag I like. I really just enjoy drag as a whole because, again, it's super cool what these people are doing. They are really living their lives the way they want to. They are getting into a total fluidity of gender and are just saying, fuck this norm, society, culture. I'm just gonna be over here doing whatever the fuck I want. Not to mention, there are some drag queens who, outside of drag, ooh, honey, yes, yes, yes. Like, it's funny because in drag, they're hot. Then out of drag, they're also hot. How do you do that? How do you do that? Um, uh, Drag queens who really make the focus more on their body rather than the face. I think a good example might be Naomi Smalls when it comes to her legs, because her legs are like the main focus point. There's literally a song with her face on it called Legs, and it's a bop, really. Uh, and you gotta love it, because drag queens who really use their bodies to really sell the whole womanly, uh, beautiful figure, it's really cool. And I love it. I really do. I'm just very tired, very sick, very gay, and I'm just saying I love everything, but I do. I like to like things. Um, Drag queens who really base their stuff, especially on animated stuff, um, really, it's just awesome because it's mixing the two things I love, drag queens and cartoons. You can't go wrong with that shit. You really can't. Uh, I don't plan on ever really becoming a drag queen, but I don't know where life is taking me. Every school I'm looking at to go to college to is in California, and I don't think I'm ever going to afford that place. But I'm probably still gonna try to attempt to go there to get out of this shithole of a town. Um, and who knows, maybe I'll become the next successful drag queen. Maybe I won't. But I will continuously support it. Because it's a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful group of people doing exactly what they want with their life. They are living their lives the way they intended to. They are living their lives the way they want to. And I don't think we should bash it. I don't think we should have hate groups for them. I don't think we should ever hate them because they are doing something they love. They are being beautiful, magnificent creatures who are independent women who don't need no man. This is becoming a whole new rant. Wow. So yeah. That was Gay Day. This was a really short episode because I basically did all my planning 5 minutes before recording. Uh, I'm also very, very sick, if you can't tell, and very, very tired, and very, very gay, but that should go without saying. Uh, Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you want me to talk about next episode. Hopefully I'll do something a little more well planned, a little longer, and hopefully I won't be so sick. I really hope I'm not gonna be sick next time because it sucks. Wish me the best of luck, and yeah. This has been Gay Day, a podcast made by and for LGBTQ plus youth. I'm your host, Bewaffles, signing off. Peace.